production. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, 2011 will see the launch of many new Daimler products. However, it's also clear that we will be planting the seeds of success for the years to come, and that will be reflected in our actions. This brings me to the second area, growth and innovation. The automotive industry is once again a growth sector, and Daimler is in a good position to secure itself a big piece of this pie. Our stated aim is to achieve substantial growth in all of our divisions in the years ahead. We expect that worldwide unit sales of the Mercedes-Benz brand will total approximately 1.5 million vehicles in 2015. At Daimler Trucks, we aim to sell more than 500,000 units worldwide in 2013. Sales for 2010 were slightly above 355,000. In order to achieve our target, Daimler Trucks will have to grow significantly faster than the market as a whole in the coming years. We plan to achieve globally balanced growth in all of our divisions. In other words, our intention is to record a significant increase in sales not only in emerging markets but also in Europe, North America and Japan. However, as before, we expect to continue posting the highest growth rates in the BRIC nations, which is why we'll be paying special attention to those markets in 2011. In China, for example, we plan to follow up on our great success in 2010 with the construction of a new passenger car engine plant that will serve the local market. We will also produce the GLK locally. In addition, we will expand our dealer network in China by opening at least 25 new dealerships in 2011. In Russia, we are stepping up our activities as well. Preparations for local production of the Sprinter are already underway there. In addition, we are taking steps that will enable us to implement further projects with our partner CMS. In India, we will launch an all-new truck brand next year. The construction of our new plant in Chennai is coming along well. In fact, Andreas Rentschler and I are flying there this evening to introduce the new brand to the public. Daimler Financial Services will also launch business operations in India before the year is out. Last but not least, we are expanding our production capacity in Brazil as well and introducing the on-road version of the Actros to the country's market. However, we are not just making progress in the markets of the future. We are also moving ahead with the technologies of the future, in particular when it comes to green drive systems. Our roadmap to sustainable mobility remains a three-line highway. In Lane 1, we are optimizing the fuel consumption of conventional drive systems. One example of what I mean here is the C220 CDI, which will be launched this year. This model emits just 117 grams of CO2 per kilometer. In Lane 2, we are supplementing combustion engines with electric drives. In line with this approach, 2011 will see the presentation of an E-Class model equipped with a diesel hybrid drive. This vehicle is scheduled for market launch in 2012. The fact that hybridization also represents a sensible solution in the commercial vehicle sector is demonstrated by our Mercedes-Benz Ertigo Blue Tech Hybrid, which was named Truck of the Year 2011. In Lane 3, we are working on replacing combustion engines over the long term by locally emissions-free, fully electric vehicles equipped with batteries or fuel cells. We plan to sell a five-figure number of electric smarts starting in 2012. Preparations for large-scale series production of that vehicle are now well underway. Beginning in 2013, customers will be able to purchase the first-ever electric supersports car featuring the Mercedes Star, the SLS AMG E-Cell. Our first fully electric van, the Vito E-Cell, is already available, and we plan to put at least 2,000 of these vehicles on the road by 2012. Our concept vehicle for a battery electric light truck, the Fuso Canter E-Cell, proves that locally emissions-free driving is even possible with trucks. Battery technology continues to hold one of the keys to electric mobility. That's why we are establishing our own battery manufacturing operations. Incidentally, we are the only German automaker to take this step. We will launch production of lithium-ion batteries at our new plant in Kamenz before the year is out. A unique trip around the globe, our F-Cell World Drive is now demonstrating just how suitable hydrogen already is for everyday driving. German Chancellor Angela Merkel personally launched this trip 2.5 weeks ago here in Stuttgart. 3 B-class cars equipped with fuel cell drives have been on the road since then. As we speak, the cars are in Lisbon. Each of them will clock 30,000 kilometers over a period of 125 days. We expect them back at the beginning of June. The journey around the globe is already making one thing clear. Fuel cell vehicles work. The only thing that's missing is the infrastructure, and the task is now to build it. The mobility demands made by some customers are also changing in ways that have nothing to do with technology, and we are developing solutions to meet these requirements as well. Renting instead of buying is one of the buzzwords here. This spring, for example, we will launch the next phase of our Car2Go mobility program in Hamburg, where we are successfully cooperating with the Europcar rental company. Bus Rapid Transit is another example of our approach to mobility. Basically, this system involves the use of express buses that travel at very short intervals in special lanes. This setup frequently offers a less expensive alternative to the construction of new subway lines. It can also be implemented quickly, and that's why Bus Rapid Transit has met with a positive response in cities such as Istanbul. In order to manage such increasingly complex challenges, we are combining our own strengths with those of specially selected partners. First, this allows us to gain quick access to new markets. Our partnership with the Russian van manufacturer GAZ is a good example. Second, it enables us to combine our expertise with the know-how of other innovative companies. For instance, in mid-January, we concluded an agreement to cooperate with the Japanese manufacturer Touray in the area of lightweight engineering. And third, such partnerships generate higher unit volumes and thus improve cost structures, especially with regard to procurement and production. In this sense, our partnership with Renault-Nissan is an important element of our strategy. Our collaboration has led to higher unit volumes for our smart cars, several van series and small engines. In the case of smart, this will significantly improve the profitability of the next generation model. Let's now turn to the third key area of activity, team and culture. It's important to me to emphasize here that we do not view culture as a collective term for supposedly soft issues. On the contrary, corporate culture is one of the hard factors of success, and ultimately, it's probably the most important of all. In the end, whether or not we achieve our goals depends on us, our work ethic, our team spirit, and the way we think and act. In other words, our culture. Daimler would not have been able to remain at the top of the industry for so many decades if its employees weren't unified by a high-performance culture. It's part of our DNA. And an important aspect of this culture is the willingness and the ability to continually become more and more efficient. And that includes cost, for example. Everyone preaches cost discipline in a crisis, but successful companies also keep their costs under control when times are good. The fact that we at Daimler will be making a huge investment in our future in 2011 in no way contradicts what I've just said. We will invest in new products, new plants, and new equipment. Our investment in research and development will once again exceed its traditionally high level this year as well. As a result, we will become even more efficient in other areas. It's an approach that we are applying along the entire value chain. In development, we will push ahead with common vehicle architectures and production-optimized product design. In manufacturing, we will further increase labor productivity. In sales, we will lower administrative costs by about 20% this year compared to 2008. Despite our recent successes, we will not sit back and take it easy anywhere within the company. Instead, we will continue to step on the gas. After all, that's part of our culture. There's one more aspect that's of equal importance. We are an honorable company. That's why, as far as we are concerned, success can only result from fair play and never from committing fouls. You could also put it this way: clean business is just as important as clean products. And where the former is not possible, we subscribe to the principle that it's better to do no business than dishonest business. Violations of this principle will not be tolerated at Daimler. The high priority this issue has for our company has been underscored by the establishment of a board of management position for integrity and legal. As announced yesterday, Dr. Christine Hohmann-Denhardt, a leading legal expert and former judge at the German Federal Constitutional Court, will take on this position effective immediately. With our decision to appoint a woman to the board of management, Daimler is also sending a clear message regarding its commitment to diversity. We want to have more women in management positions, including top management positions. For us, performance is what counts, and performance does not depend on gender, background, or age. It is determined by ability and dedication. Generally speaking, Daimler has a highly qualified and extremely motivated workforce, and we intend to keep it that way. That's why we will hire about 2,000 apprentices in 2011. And that's why we will recruit approximately 600 new trainees this year. And that's why we are thanking eligible staff members in Germany for their effort and achievements in 2010 by issuing a profit-sharing payout of 3,150 euros per employee. We will also be paying a one-time bonus to all employees worldwide as part of our celebration of the 125th anniversary of the invention of the automobile. The bonus, which will total 125 million euros, will be paid out at the end of February. Ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, I still owe you the outlook for the coming year that you expect. So what are our expectations in 2011? In short, we expect another good year. Although global economic growth and the rise in automobile demand will slacken somewhat, there are many indications that our industry will sell more passenger cars throughout the world this year than ever before. At Mercedes-Benz cars, we aim to set a new sales record in 2011. We also expect to see a significant sales increase at Daimler Trucks. The positive trend will probably continue at Mercedes-Benz vans as well. The only area where there appears to be little room for growth in our core markets is Daimler buses. Financial services should further expand its portfolio in 2011. As things stand today, we therefore expect Daimler Group ongoing operations to record markedly higher EBIT this year than in 2010. We have every reason to be optimistic with regard to our long-term prospects as well. The success story of the automobile continues, and the best is yet to come. Moreover, the inventor of the automobile is superbly equipped to shape this coming era as well, from the pole position in the industry. Thank you very much.